So currency is an important part of microsieve, and there's going to be some real consequences in the game as a result of currency. For instance, there's going to be inflation and deflation based on different things that happen, and other types of different factors too. For instance, someone can overprint currency. That's a traditional way, or overdraw in this case, currency, and that can cause inflation. Or it has also happened where someone will have a bank account and the bank will, someone will have a bank and they will grant too many loans or something in a specific type of currency that will cause inflation for the currency. So inflation by debt is something that can happen, and it comes into play in so many ways in the game. There's a lot of strategy behind it. Now, here are two examples of currencies that kids have made, and again, adults can play this game too. In fact, this game is very complicated, and you can make it even more complicated if you want. It's very customizable. So adults are perfectly capable of playing this game, and kids, depending on their age. In fact, most kids aren't going to understand every aspect of this game, but they're going to learn as they go, and there's always something for kids to do in the game based on their personality, especially if you have add-ons to your variant of the game. And creating currency is one of the things that kids really like to do, and I think adults enjoy it as well. But kids really like that aspect of it, that creative aspect. So we can get into that a little bit. So basically, you're going to want to have paper available for the kids and scissors so that the kids can cut them out. Now, if you want, you can pre-cut them for the kids, but it's better to just give them a piece of paper and let them cut, because then you're going to get more unique variations in the different types of currencies. Here's just basically most currencies in the game that I run's history have been hand cut. So you can obviously see that they're not going to be perfect. Even this one that the kid did on the computer here, this is a replica, by the way, not an original, but this is basically how it looked like, was hand cut, even though it looked pretty good, and it was the first currency ever printed on a printer, so kids were very impressed by that. Another thing you can do, you can have them professionally made if you want, especially if you're trying to give your variant a real feel, but there's nothing like a hand-drawn currency with crayon or anything else. So that is another thing you're going to want. You definitely want to have crayons available, and markers, and definitely colored pencils as well. Now, most people choose crayons to make this stuff. I don't know why, but I do prefer crayons over everything else, but I have seen it done with other utensils as well. Some people just use pens, and it's very basic, different colored pens. So, so you'll have not only sheets of paper, but another idea is they have construction paper. So I have a whole bunch of different colors. Then they don't actually have to draw everything in. It does have its own appeal, but I prefer the crayons. But it's great to have a big variety of different types of currencies. And like I say, this day and age, you can have them professionally done quite easily. You just go on the internet and search for custom currency, and that can definitely be fun as well. And of course, there's always digital currency and other options like that.